Yo.
Ooh, that was too loud. Sorry, guys.
Wow. And I started out strong, too.
Yeah,
Bummer. First off, no, I have not met Tool Assisted. Tool Assisted had a thing, basically like a GoFundMe, where if she got enough donations, then she'd make training mode in the patch, in the PC patch, and also get to meet me in expectation that she gets sued.
Right, got it.
I don't think that happened, though. So, anyway, next time, lady. Okay. Sorry.
All right, so let's talk about all this. Everyone's like, she? Oh, man. Well, I mean, yes. Fact. Yes.
So, as far as I know.
Well, I've met Desk in person, okay? So I do know Desk is an actual human being. And there are videos of him on YouTube playing bass guitar, and he is ridiculous, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing about Tool Assisted is that she refuses to have any humanity. It's like somebody playing a bot online or whatever the shtick is, right? But in order to try to find out who it was, I tried to say that, you know, I would call her she unless... I don't know what I did now.
No, you're just trying to bug the person.
Trying to bug the person. And that was the closest that she ever got to breaking that I've seen in any case. So I just thought, well, if it's an AI, it's male or female is equally as valid, right? So just go with the she.
Oh, man. Okay.
Alrighty, let's do it.
Let's talk about this. So tomorrow on the Watchtower.
Ooh.
They are going to show off new characters that were announced. They had that bad guy thing where they showed Bane, which I'm sure you're happy. Although he looks much like a svelte kind of guy.
Yeah, I think it was cool.
He looks more like in tune with the comics now.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the original comics,
yes.
Right? So Bane, Captain Cold was in there.
Yeah.
Always looks like Iceman to me.
I don't know anything about him.
He was in the Justice League cartoon. Come on. I'm sure you watched that all the time.
Not.
No, I mean the original.
No.
The Super Friends. Like he's literally the guy who looks like an Eskimo.
Is he a villain?
Yeah, he's one of Flash's villains, yeah. And then in the show, he's also, in the Flash show, like, he's played by the guy from Prison Break, and people like him, and I think the character is really stupid. But
what does he just has a gun and
he has a gun that freezes things, right. So I just don't know how he fights the Flash. Like, I just feel like that's, like, literally impossible to fight the Flash.
That seems like it should not be doable.
But
the Flash is also gonna get shown off.
Yes, the Flash is going to get shown off, but they also announced the Scarecrow.
How sick does Scarecrow look? You got to admit.
Okay, so
that
I was about to say,
looks so
and
sick.
who was the last bad guy? They showed 4 bad guys. There was one more. It was Black Adam, right?
They did show Black
Adam, right? So Scarecrow is new, Captain Cold is new, and Bane looks reworked a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will admit, because we've been complaining about Cheetah and Firestorm. Now that I think about it, Firestorm looks just like Fireman, and Captain Cold looks just like Iceman. That's really funny.
Didn't we talk about Fireman looking exactly like the dude?
Yeah, and now that I think about it, Captain Cold looks just like Iceman. That's really funny. But, you know, we've been making fun of those characters, and I will say Scarecrow looks pretty sick.
He actually, I think, looks really... Oh, the trailer had
Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd.
That's what
but they have also showed Black
Adam.
Yeah. Yeah, Gorilla Grodd also,
that's
for sure.
Right, that's right, yeah.
Dude, I just want to talk about how cool I think Scarecrow looks.
But it's interesting because, you know, he fights with a chain. Like, I would have expected a lot more weird psychedelic-y kind of, like... I
feel like that'll be in there.
Mind-bendy kind of things in there. I mean, you say that. But this is NRS we're talking about.
Well, so NRS, graphically, it's... Whatever it is, it's not going to look that cool. But, if it's in there. But... I really feel like just because they always have weird game mechanics. I feel like they have to have some funky fear gas kind of stuff. Like, don't you think it'd be strange if they didn't?
I hope they do, but I mean, like, Flash, I just thought was like super uninteresting, right? Like,
yeah, Flash was not that interesting.
He runs at the same speed to the center of the screen.
I know, but.
Like Flash,
they do have funky character.
Like, could you
options.
imagine if Flash had a go back in time mechanic that he could like reset the match a little bit, like go back and then like his super was like reset time. I don't know. I just feel like Flash they could have did. Flash was the character I was so hyped for in the original Injustice, and when he came out, I was just like,
He was a boring character. I agree with you. Some people like him, but I thought he was quite boring.
Yeah.
Um,
But having said that, Scarecrow does look cool, and I can't wait to see what he does. And hopefully they come up with a lot of creative things for him.
yeah, I feel like they make the characters who are like the popular ones boring. That's how I kind of feel. Like if you think about Superman, boring as could be. Batman, you know, the bats are interesting, I guess, but it's like whatever.
Right.
Nothing like inspired.
Yeah.
And same with Flash. Like all the like popular characters I thought were just like, meh. But then once you got down to the weirdos,
Right, they do
weird stuff, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm expecting for Scarecrow.
Right. Yeah, see, I'm worried that that's what it's just gonna be gas that's just gonna make them go, oh, and then you can just run up and beat them up like,
Dude,
you know, like
you might be right. I hope
standard
not.
NRS. I mean, that's what someone in the chat said.
You think it's like basically Boracho fart?
Yeah, a Boracho fart, yeah,
All right.
or
Meaty farts.
Quanti, you know, just
Right.
like, you
Just
know, like
trance.
you hit them and they're just like, oh, and then you beat them up again and stuff like that.
You might
like,
be right.
the hardest
I hope
part
not.
about it is, like, he would be a perfect online character. Like, because you could screw up the other person's screen with all sorts of craziness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then have yours be normal, but it just wouldn't work offline. So, I understand
There's
where...
so many cool potential. I guess.
I totally understand where they're having... I mean, it's where, like, the Rising Thunder would have been cool. Remember how Rising Thunder had the invisibility mode where you could see yourself, but the opponent couldn't see you? Like, Rising Thunder... Like, if Scarecrow was in Rising Thunder, okay. There we go. Like, Scarecrow could grow really large, or the screen could warp.
Very interesting.
And, like, weird things get... Like, your moves won't look like they hit in the right direction. You know, like, weird things could happen. Like, you know, like... It would be really interesting. Like,
I hear you. That would be very cool. Anyway, we'll see what they do. So tomorrow is going to be which? Bane and Flash and one other?
I am the Flash. Sorry. It was...
Who was third?
Captain Cold.
Right.
Captain, right.
By the way, somebody in chat corrected me saying that he shoots cold.
Captain Cold
Not that
shoots
he has a freeze gun.
He shoots cold. I thought he had a freeze gun.
It's a cold shooter. I don't know, James. I don't know if any of this is right.
It's too bad we don't have
Is
a
it just
person
semantic?
who's really into comics on our team.
If only.
On the Ultra Chen staff, you know, and everything. Interesting stuff. So KOF just recently announced the final DLC character.
Yeah.
Which was Rock. The first time he's going to show up officially in a KOF game.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not the weird 3D Maximum Impact game. And I think that's cool.
It is cool.
I know a lot of people were mad about it, but...
Are they?
I saw some people were mad about it just because it was just that whole thing, like, it's just like when Armika came out and everyone's like, oh my god, I'm so hyped for Armika. And you're just like, none of you have ever touched Armika in your life. You have no idea who she is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of people with Rock. Because, like,
Huh.
all those people who love Rock, they never played Garou Mark of the Wolves. Let's be real.
Maybe so. Maybe
never
they just played CVS too.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, if you're a fan of Rock, it's probably because of CVS too. Yeah. But a lot of people are definitely hype about that, and I mean, I know like Olaf is super sad because he really wants Blue Mary because
he's a big Blue Mary fan.
Yeah, but I think it's cool. But like, look, I'm expecting more characters. I'm sure they're not going to stop at this point in time, right? They have some new stages, they have some new characters, and in fact, I saw something mentioned that they're going to do this big old patch because like the last patch said like. They showed the notes, like they showed summaries of them, and it was like minor adjustments to characters, and then like in this next patch that's coming out, I don't remember when, I don't know if I have the information, but it was like major adjustments to like characters and things like that. So seems like they're doing a good job trying to keep up with the game and everything. So and what's really cool too is that the King of Fighters community is really trying to step up their game as well. So a lot of people in different communities have done good things. The Marvel community has been amazing. The Skullgirls community has always been amazing. Sure. Killer Instinct has been amazing. Yes. Even Vampire Savior, Super Turbo.
Sure.
And KOF, their community put out a giant survey that was like, answer these questions. Here, give us your demographics. Why don't you play the game? What is it you don't like? And they actually just finished compiling the data, literally today. So if you actually go to Shoryuken.com and look for, just do a search for King of Fighters 14 survey. Just look that up on the search and you should be able to find it. You can go there and see the results. A guy named Reiki_Kito. You can also find this on his Twitter, which is at REIKI_KITO. Actually, why am I doing this? I can show you it on the screen.
Yeah.
You can go here to follow this guy, James Alderson. James Alderson, right there. Okay, so he says, we're done. 25 pages long analysis on this things here.
I want to check that out.
So yeah, you could definitely look for this, read up on it, and see what a lot of people had to say about that. So again, you can see it right there, Reiki Kito.
Very, very cool.
Give him a follow there, or
Respect for that.
Yeah, check that out and see what he has to say about that. But yeah, very, very, very cool stuff.
Well, personally, the reason that I don't play KOF 14 is because my favorite character is not in it from Garo, Griffin Mask. He's
oh, that's right.
Yeah, there's no T-Zoc in KOF 14, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, and I mean, it would be, even if they put like another character that played kind of like him, would
not good enough.
No, I mean, it's interesting because I remember there was, when people were starting to ask about this, when they first had the survey, it was like, why don't you play KOF? I retweeted it for them. And a lot of people responded to me. I would say that the number one answer that I got was, it's not on PC.
I think that's a big part of it for me, too.
Right.
I haven't turned on my PS4 in a while.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Now, honestly, when I was playing 14, which I only did for a couple weeks, to be frank, I was not with T-Zoc.
Okay.
Or whatever, King of Dinosaurs.
Right. Also news is that, where is it? Guilty Gear Rev 2 has officially launched in the Japanese arcades.
Okay.
People have been playing it. People have been streaming it now. So there's a lot of footage of Baiken, a lot of footage of Answer out there. Answer looks super interesting. He looks like I can't tell what he does. I didn't get a chance to watch. Kugi did a big giant analysis on Answer's gameplay.
I actually watched a bunch of that.
Oh, did you?
I did.
So I mean, it looks like he's kind of like Bang Shishigami, where he can like plant things and then the little flags that let him dash around and stuff.
Yeah,
that
is how it seemed.
Okay.
Except it doesn't seem to be a resource. It's just like you get to do it. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it doesn't seem like there's nails that you just like you'll run out of eventually.
Oh, okay.
He has that. He had some crazy side-to-side mix-ups with that movement, command grab in there. He seems like a really fun character.
Yeah, he looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a ninja. It felt very Bang Shishigami to me from what I had seen, but Baiken looks crazy. And, oh, dude, I saw she has... they don't look like dragons anymore, but her jump duster was always this dragon cannon.
Right,
and she has her dragon cannon loops. And I used to spend hours just like learning those combos, and like I saw them and I just like got super excited again. So can't wait to play with that and, you know, have a minorly crappy Baiken, but you know, like it'll be fun.
That's cool.
It'll be fun. Yeah, that's right. King of Fighters 14 also announced that they had a bunch of new stages as well.
Oh, very nice.
Let me see here. And speaking of new stages, they announced that in Street Fighter V, a new stage is coming out. It's a recreation of Bison's original stage.
Is this real? Because this came out on the 1st.
Yeah, well, there was a video of, like, I just don't feel like that they would go that hard to make this GIF and like have it be fake.
Yeah?
Here, let me play the GIF for you guys here. I think
sure,
this
get
is
it up
real.
there. Give it a go.
Pretty sure that's real. Alright, let's do this here. Go back here. Explicit.
Cool gilded background.
What's that?
On that GIF.
Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
Alright. Bison about to land on the ground.
So I mean, they have this beginning. Like, I just can't imagine that they would go this far to render all this stuff in the background for an April Fool's.
Maybe.
And plus another thing too is a lot of these SRK articles have been marked as April Fool's, and this one has not been marked as April Fool's. So
okay.
I believe this is a real thing. I believe it's a real thing. So
we'll see.
But
I mean, cool. So
In terms of upcoming events, I wanted to talk about this. I think this just went up, but Tony Cannon of Evo on the Evo staff just put up a Reddit article on reddit.com r Street Fighter about this huge thing saying, here's all the problems of Evo last year, here's how we're addressing them. And they even have a floor plan put out over there. They said every game is getting their own section, their own big screen, their own chairs, their own stage. So there is no point at time in which the game will not have the big screen, basically. And they showed it. They said they're doubling the size of the room again. So it's like twice, and like literally they put a little icon of an SUV on the map to show you how big an SUV would be on the map.
What?
And it is just the dinkiest little thing. And they were like addressing like, this is what a lot of people didn't like. They hated the walk. We're all in Mandalay Bay now. You don't have to walk anywhere. We're gonna make sure you have the stream time and do all this stuff. Like, it looks fantastic. Like, I was super happy with it, but you can actually, 277K square foot.
What?
Or something like
277,000
No, it
square
can't be
feet?
277,000.
Come on, Toshin.
It is 277,000 square feet.
What?
That's what it actually says. It would have its own dedicated screen and viewing area while it's being played, as well as feeling less cramped. The 80-foot big screen from Evo 2015 will be making the return this year.
Okay.
You can view a rough tentative venue map. So again, just go to Evo, look out improvements for Evo 2017. You'll find it. You'll find a link to the R Street Fighter thread where they have the floor plan there. You know what?
That's crazy, man.
I'm just gonna bring up this floor plan.
I was browsing the old Reddit earlier today, and I saw this very thread, and I decided, I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna look at it. It's probably
You're
nothing.
like, this can't be interesting. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. Okay. This doesn't scale, so
that's wild, man.
277K. But like, if you look at this is the floor plan here, right? So this is game 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I don't know if I can.
Oh.
Let's see. Control scroll wheel. You said.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Sick tech.
So there you go. So this is essentially what it looks like here. And so here's game 1. So these are the 3 big games. Are going to have their own stages over here. These 3 are going to be shared by other games, so they probably won't be played at the same time. And then there's just going to be this big area probably for the artist alley and everything for the expo and everything like that. And see this yellow box over here?
I do.
See this yellow box? That's the SUV. That is the real size of the SUV compared to the ballroom.
Huh. Wow. That is pretty wild.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, I'm pretty excited about that, and it sounds like that they're going to be doing a lot of cool things for that. So
that is crazy, man. That's
very
impressive.
I hope there are no walls between them. I hope that is all one giant.
Yes.
I hope that is all one giant.
I strongly agree. I hope also that there will be a place to play video games casually.
Yeah, the expo. Hopefully they have that. I mean, it's funny. Some people are saying SUVs are really not that big, and I actually kind of agree with that because I always thought about this, that Autobots would just get destroyed by Decepticons because they're like fighter jets, and if they transformed, the robots would be like 3 times taller than the Autobots. Like Bumblebee rolling along, or like a Formula 1 race car.
Wasn't he a small one though? I mean,
yeah, but like, well, think about like Hound. He was a Jeep. He was a normal sized robot.
Okay.
And when he transformed, he would only be this tall, and then like Starscream would just be like 3 times taller.
He just compacts himself in there better. That's all, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was like this weird thing with
efficient.
it. I mean, that's what they also mentioned, because like Megatron, when he transforms into a gun, he shrank. He shrank, right?
How efficient.
Yeah, otherwise he would transform and just be like this gun. Like, even Soundwave would be. So there was this weird shrinking thing, and there was all this whole scientific theory by Transformers fans that they were like shoving matter into a dark hole or whatever like that. Yeah,
that's not a scientific theory.
Yeah. Any case,
it's just a theory.
Excited about that, but also wanted to mention that judge applications are also open for Evo, and they also said that they're going to do their best to make sure that, you know, every game has a dedicated TO for that game.
Nice.
Because before they had like 3 or 4 main guys running around, but now like each game will have their own dedicated TO.
Rad.
But you can also apply to be a judge. There's also applications for the artist alleys and stuff like that. So you definitely want to get in
awesome,
there.
Man.
So.
Evo is not that far away.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. I feel like it was Evo 2013. Dude, you know, now I forget what the story was. Somebody was just telling me a story about something that had happened at Evo 2013. And I was like, yeah, I remember. It was like last year. A couple years ago.
Right.
Sure enough, it was 4 years ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Time. It's a wild one. It's a wild one.
A couple of other event news. Autumn Games, of course, who is helping with Skullgirls. They are adding a $2,000 pot bonus for Skullgirls at Combo Breaker.
Okay.
So Combo Breaker has essentially become the big event for Skullgirls.
Yeah.
And they just released the ranking order.
Yeah, they did.
Rick the Hado did, and I'm still so excited that Guilty Gear is number 2. That Guilty Gear is number 2 behind Street Fighter V.
I wanted to see it, but it's gonna take a while.
Okay.
Fine.
Also, is this one already done? Let me see what date this was. I just want to make sure. There's no date here. There's no date. Where's the date? So I just what are you?
It's quite a noise to make.
Oh, okay. Looks like it is. I guess this is. Okay, this one I guess is done then here. Okay, well, they did announce Defend the North is coming back. Defend the North, which is New York's biggest tournament. But interesting time. It's coming back on July 28th through 30th. That's going to be right after EVO. I wonder if there's going to be any sort of like burnout or anything like that from a lot of players from that. But hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. But it is Defend the North is going to be back July 28th through 30th. This was the event that's basically put on by Team Pi, right? City of Brass is the guy who's usually in charge of this whole entire thing. Gets that all together. So this is there's going to be a lot of games: Street Fighter V, Injustice 2, Guilty Gear, Xrd Rev 2, Tekken 7, King of Fighters 14, Smash Brothers Wii U, UMVC 3, Killer Instinct, Pokken, and For Honor. And this was also one of the tournaments. You remember the Evo staff said that Pokken is going to get pop bonuses at a bunch of different events because they did so well in the donation drive, and so $1,000 is going to Pokken for pop bonus here.
Rad.
So there you go.
By the way, I found the CB 2017 registration leaderboard update. Doesn't have the numbers, but the order of the games is Street Fighter V.
You're talking about Combo Breaker registration
yes,
order.
Combo
Yes,
Breaker,
Combo
excuse
Breaker.
me.
Yeah.
So Street Fighter V is on top. Xrd, second place. Injustice 2, third. It's going to be out just before that.
Right.
Drop,
should be fun.
That's awesome.
So they should ban all the characters because they're all DLC, right? So.
Killer Instinct is 4th.
Nice.
Tekken 7 after that. Skullgirls after that.
Okay.
Blaze Blue after that. King of Fighters after that. And then it says Super Turbo has already become our largest retro tournament ever.
That's so cool. God.
Yeah.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
The old game.
Breaks my heart, dude.
What? You can't enter?
That we can't be there.
Oh, that's right.
But, we'll get into that later
That's
on.
right.
We'll get into that
That is
later
a bummer.
on. So,
Good reason, but bummer.
Yeah, okay. Any case, this is kind of sad news here, but it is the end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
MadCatz has filed for bankruptcy. And
yes.
I don't think, for people who are kind of new at the FGC, new in the FGC, or just new to video games for some of the younger people, I don't think that they know the path that the company of MadCatz has taken. They started off as the absolute worst peripheral company in the world. Like
they were bad news.
They were like, anytime anyone said MadCatz, it was like a joke.
Yeah.
It was like what you bought because you needed something to last you hopefully a week.
Yeah.
You know?
It was what... So my family had 3 brothers, and when we had like a 64, we could probably finally play 4-player games. We bought 3 real controllers, and then whoever was our jerk-ass friend who came over, yeah, you better believe they had the gross MadCatz pack.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, it was like this gross translucent, it was very thick. It was like a very wide controller for some reason. It was just like real weird.
Dude, that needs to stop. People need to stop talking about that. They're saying that Markman giving away joysticks was bad. Dude, that's all part of the marketing. There.
Yeah.
And that's all part of the... Dude, trust me, that helped a lot
for sure.
more. Helped a lot more. And he even talked about it on Reddit as well. He kind of debunked that theory as well.
Good.
So, but... Dude, MadCatz was just the epitome of garbage.
It was cheap plastic. It would fall apart. The parts didn't last.
When Street Fighter 4 came out, Markman was the one who's like, look, let's try to make nice joysticks, okay? They'll sell. And MadCatz was like, that's funny.
Yeah, that's not what we do
That's
here.
really funny. And Mark's like, please, let's make these TE sticks. And they're like, they're not going to sell, so we'll come with a compromise. We'll create a bunch of these SE sticks out of cheaper parts, and then we'll make a few tournament edition sticks. In fact, they were like numbered at first and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah.
Because like it was just like these were special
tournament
ones.
edition only.
And those sold out, and people couldn't get them.
Yeah.
And no one bought the standard edition sticks.
Yeah.
And MadCatz was like, wait. If you make good products, you can sell them for higher price. Wait, what?
Oh boy, pretty much.
And then they made TE sticks. Then they supported fighting game tournaments. They sponsored players. They became like the example of what a great like sponsor company and making great products and everything like that. MadCatz became like this. Like when you heard MadCatz, it made you happy.
Yeah,
it was weird. Like it was weird.
I mean, I know that in talking with other gamers, people who were not really into fighting games, that kind of passed them by. They didn't really know that MadCatz had like turned the corner, and they would still like. I remember I brought a buddy over who's not into fighting games, and I had my stick. There's a TE stick. He was like, "Oh, who makes this?" And I said MadCatz, and he thought I was joking. And I had to like swear it was really MadCatz. I'm not kidding. It's, yeah, come on. Like he picks it up and it actually weighs something, you know. No, but for real, for fighting gamers, it was super important, and it was a huge part of, I think, finally sealing the deal on the switch to console. Obviously, that had happened years earlier. EVO and other tournaments had gone to console away from arcade. But still, many people only played in the arcades where it was available, or didn't play because they didn't have a stick, or they didn't buy a stick for whatever reason. They were expensive. You could only get custom ones, right? Or crappy, whatever the green Sego thing was called. I forget, it was Hori something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
so having good quality, not expensive, not inexpensive, but certainly not the $400, $500 that were other sticks. And interchangeable parts. Those are all huge, I think, in getting everybody to just be like, all right, we're all going to play console. Even arcade gamers had sticks now, and people who used to play on the arcades. I mean, not their fault, but that's probably part of why arcades ended up dying out here too, because people could finally play at home.
I mean, look, people on stream, when they watch me stream, they know how mad I get when I'm playing online. I rage, right? And like I used to punch my joysticks a lot of times. I used to just be like, dang it, like that. Like I would just get mad, like literally that hard.
I've been there.
Yeah, people throw their pads or whatever like that. There was one time I was just like, I'm so sick of playing fighting games on a pad. I have to buy a joystick. And we bought a joystick, like the super cheapy, like $28 joystick that was like made out of whatever cheap plastic. And I was playing against my brother, and I was like, dang it, I didn't even punch it. I like slapped it on the top. That was the end of that controller.
Oh no.
It just didn't even work anymore.
And you just did it there, and yet it's fine. Actually,
dude, that joystick's going to be fine, dude. That joystick's going to be fine.
I still have my original TE from, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago.
So do I.
And it works fine.
Yeah, mine does too. So, except it's for
the Moss stick.
Oh god.
I had a Moss stick.
I never had a Moss stick.
It's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
It's just MDF wood.
Right. But it was the only thing that was out there.
thing.
So even though it wasn't great, it was better than everything.
US concave buttons.
Yeah. But unfortunately, MadCatz filed for bankruptcy, and it does break my heart to know that probably the reason why it happened was because of Rock Band.
Yeah.
Because I love Rock Band, and it's just like they thought they could revive Rock Band with Rock Band 4. The biggest problem with it was it's just one of those games, like, even as a big fan of Rock Band as I was, like the fact that a bunch of my DLC from the old ones, like they made this giant complex process to be able to port your songs over, and they let you relicense it. And it took forever for like Rock Band 2 to be relicensable, and it took like, it was just this arduous process. And then like, I'm a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. I bought the entire Blood Sugar Sex Magic album for Rock Band on the Xbox 360. They just lost the license to it. It wasn't portable. Like, that album wasn't portable. It was like one of like my favorite DLC that I bought for the game. So like there was just a lot of hurdles to get over to play this game. And like they even tried to release that little thing so you could plug your 360 instruments to that, and that connected to the Xbox One. Yeah, they try to do everything they can, but it was just too much of a hurdle. And the fact that it changed console generations really kind of was probably the signal that they shouldn't have tried.
Yeah.
And it's really unfortunate. So.
And not only did they try, but they went in on hardcore.
Yeah.
It's not like they dipped their toe into that stuff. They bet big.
Yeah, they weren't like, let's just make 100 guitars and see what happens. They're like, good. There's like ET status, right?
Yes, that's what I've heard, yeah.
So,
Alrighty. Well, R.I.P. They leave a great legacy, not only in history, but also there are now a bunch of solid joysticks you can buy. Yeah. We're not lacking for that stuff, and it's because of them. So
yeah, because of them now, Kwamba and Hori and all those companies know they can make that and actually sell, so that's good.